Hello, in this video we will learn about man-made trash and how with population growth, the problems that surround trash can increase. We will learn about trash in space, known as space debris or space junk, trash on the land on landfills, and trash in our ocean, particularly the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Did you know that NASA tracks over 21,000 man-made objects in orbit larger than 10 centimeters? That's like 21,000 softballs floating around in space at a speed of 22,000 miles per hour. Space debris is the collection of objects in orbit around Earth. The amount of debris orbiting Earth keeps growing each year, disturbing satellites and occasionally putting astronauts in harm's way. If the problem gets severe enough, it could eventually make low Earth orbit unusable. Sources of this debris are from dead spacecraft, lost equipment, boosters, and debris from weapons. Scientists have been worried about space trash since the 1970s. Humans have placed thousands of objects into orbit since Sputnik. And some of those old satellites and ejected rockets are slowly breaking apart. As pieces collide with one another at high speeds and shatter, they create even more debris. Did you know? In 1958, the United States launched Vanguard 1 into a middle Earth orbit. It became one of the longest surviving pieces of man-made space debris, and as of October 2009, is the oldest piece of junk still in orbit. Here's a video that shows you the space debris over time. With population growth, another man-made problem we see in trash is the expansion of landfills. Since there are more people now, more people will consume, therefore will make more waste. A landfill is a site of disposal of waste materials by burial and is one of the oldest forms of waste treatment. Landfills may cause numbers of problems such as infrastructure disruption, pollution, water contamination, and soil contamination. According to the World Bank, by 2100, they estimate the growing urban population will produce 3 times as much waste as it does today. The results hold serious consequences for the public sector, government budgets, and the space consumed by landfills. With lower population, denser, more resource-efficient cities, and less consumptions, a reduction in waste could be more than 25% by the year 2075. Some tactics suggested by the World Bank are reducing food waste with better storage and transportation system, which can both help lower trash levels and help feed the growing world population. Construction strategies that reduces materials, save trees and energy that goes into developing other building materials and reducing waste. And policies such as disposal fees and recycling programs that encourage less waste. Another man-made problem due to population growth is trash in our oceans. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, also known as Garbage Island, is an exceptionally high concentration of plastic, chemical sewage, and other debris that has been trapped by currents of the North Pacific Jar. Although satellites cannot capture images of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, estimate size ranges from 700,000 square kilometers to 15 million square kilometers. That is about 1.4% to 8.1% of the size of the Pacific Ocean, or twice the size of continental US. With population growth, the demand for material goods like plastic bottles, cell phones, and other materials increase as well. These disposable items usually ends up on a landfill or in our oceans. Ocean debris is also hazardous for economic health. Fishing lines, nets are entangled in propellers, causing damage to boats. The effects on wildlife. Birds, sea turtles, and other sea animals cannot break down these debris inside their stomach during digestion. These toxin-containing trash pieces are also eaten by jellyfish, which are then eaten by larger fish, and eventually these fish are then consumed by humans, resulting in ingestion of toxic chemicals. There is no doubt that, with population increase, the amount of trash humans are producing today will continue to grow in the future. Trash in space, landfills, and in our oceans are directly impacting our environmental quality. Increase in population will ultimately mean increase in trash. These environmental impacts can decrease if world populations become stable or decrease as well.